It's time to paint again. Okay, don't worry about if you don't know how to paint. You have to start somewhere. Today's a good place to start. I've got two brushes I'm using. Each brush type, actually, companies, they have different sizes. They're not all the same numbers, but these are a 5 and a 4. I've got my water here. I've got my Arches watercolor paper, which is really the best paper. You'll be happy with the outcome of that. So this is the painting we're going to do today. So let's get started. I'm going to put that right over here, and don't know if you can see it from there. I guess you can. Okay, there we go. So first of all, we need to make a circle. Use a cover, some kind of cover, any kind, depending on how big you want your circle to be. Okay, so let's just draw a line around the circle. Okay, there's our circle. All right, so this is going to be your painting. So how it comes out is going to be up to you. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. All right, first of all, we're going to start with the sky. So there, we're going to start with some purple. Okay, so let's put some purple in the sky. Watercolor usually needs to be layered. So this is going to be our first layer here. See how we can do with this. Bring it down about a quarter of the way. Maybe not quite a quarter. Yeah, about a quarter of the way down. Okay, so let's get some more purple here. Make a little bit darker. See how that gets darker when you put your second layer on? Arches watercolor paper, you'll be much happier with your paintings if that's what you use. It's the best paper you can buy. You can buy it in sheets, or you can buy it in blocks. Okay. All right, so the next color we're going to use is going to be a pink. Let's find a nice pink here. Okay, what is this? It's kind of a red, but you know what? If we thin it out really good, like that, it's going to be more of a pink. Let's do some pink here in the sky. And it's fine if you blend it in because you want it to all blend in. Like this. Wipe off your brush a little and just, if you want to lighten it up on that side, that's the best way to do it. Okay. All right, let's go. Our next color, rinse off your brush. Then you can wipe it on your paper towel. This is a dirty paper towel. Okay. And then we're going to find an orange. Let's do this orange. This orange is a, put a little water in so we can take and we can get a nice circle of orange. Okay, let's put a little orange in here. Sky is pretty exciting here on our tropical island. It can be our island. It can be anything we want it to be. Okay, let's rinse off the brush again. Wipe it on the paper towel. Let's go for our yellow. Okay, put some yellow out here. Try to keep it away from the orange. This is a nice light yellow. Let's put some nice yellow in here. Nice yellow sky as the night is coming on. Okay, now let's go back to our pinkish. Let's pick a little bit of that pink again. There we go. A little bit of pink in here, pink up here. Let's move things around a little. Pink. We don't really want it to go into the yellow like that. So let's just brush off our brush like this, and then you slide it through like that. That's going to pull some of that color off the paper. We'll talk about colors sometimes, but some colors, they don't pick up very easy. So you really want to get more of a transparent colors so they don't stick like that. Okay. Dot, dot with your paper towel. All right, let's go back to our purple again. Purple. Purple. Mix it up in here. Mix it up in here. Bring it out to the edge. Okay. Now we're waiting for that to dry. Let's come down here and do a little bit more orange. Let's try this orange. This is a real orangey orange. Let's put this in here. And squiggly, just squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Make it as high as you want or as low as you want. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong reason to do what you're doing in here. It's fine, just the way you want it. Okay, let's see if we're drying it all. No, we're pretty wet. Okay, I'm going to have to use the hair dryer for a minute, so if you want to hold on to your sound, turn it down. It's up to you. If it's still sticky, then you know that it's not dried real well. Okay, let's go back to our purple here. A little bit of water, some purple. Let's work this out. Whoops. Gotta hang right onto that brush. More purple. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Okay. Lighten it up in here. We don't need any thick lines. Try our orange again. Kind of nice, I like that. Wash my brush off again. Dry it off a little. Make this a little lighter. We need more water. There we go. Okay, now let's make sure this is dry. A little bit of that pinkish, reddish, pinkish down in through here. You know when the sky kind of looks like that? Looks real nice. Okay. Rinse the brush off again. Okay, now we're going to find our black. Unfortunately, I don't have any black right here. So, let's find black. I'm gonna have to use a different palette to get my black out. Well, yeah, I used that palette because I wanted to make sure that you could see what I was doing. This other palette is just too big. Okay, so now we're going to take the black. Rinse off the brush a little there. Okay, so we're going to take the black. I'll do it over here so you can see it. And you know, we need it watered, but we don't want it too thin because we want to make this pretty thick. Okay, so maybe touch your brush there just to get a little bit off there, and we can go across. We're going to come back and do a second layer of this. There. Okay, let's get some more black, but we want real black on there. We don't want a lot of water in that because we want our paint to be pretty thick. There we go, right there. Looks pretty good. Okay, then rinse off your brush good. We're going to come back and we're going to take a blue. This is a good blue. Okay. And then we're going to just dab it in different places. We want it to look like it's got some waves, so you don't have to fill it in completely. This. Let's find some more blue, make it a little thicker, dab it on here, dab it there. See? Okay, wash your brush off there so you can. There you go. Remember, there's no wrong way to do this. Yours is going to look like it's yours. And it's not going to look exactly like mine because you're an individual. Okay, so let's see. We need a little bit more black here. Let's see if we need a lot of paint and not much water in this. Some of those white spots out of there because we certainly don't want them there. The land to come all the way to the end. Okay. And let's just bring this right up through here. We're going to wipe this out. We don't really want it running in that much to it, and I'm not really drying it too much because I don't want you to have to wait while I do that. It's more blue in there, strong blue. We don't need a lot of water for this. Okay. More blue in here, blue in there. We need some darker spots, some lighter spots. That water's rippling pretty good in the night. Okay. Pull out a little bit of spots here and there, and you don't have to do this. I'm just doing this. Yours can be perfectly fine. It's filled right in. You get to choose, and you can just watch this video over and over again and just keep doing it. Okay, so what we have here is, I like these Micron pens. This is a Micron 05. They have different numbers. This just happens to be the one that I'm going to use for this. This has got a thinner end to it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to make our little palm tree come right up like that. Okay, now just curve it down a little on both sides. Go up here. And the one on the top's kind of shorter because that's going away from us. And then we're going to take and we're going to put some little palm leaves on it that are in the dark of the night as the night comes on. Just put them on each side here. Sometimes it's only going to be on one side, depending on how much you think you can see of that tree. See, it's pretty simple. Then we're going to make another one that goes up like this. As Bob Ross would say, let's give him a little friend. Okay. This one's smaller because it's going away from us. Alright, just pull out just a little, that's all you gotta do. It's pretty simple, they don't have to be perfect. And then we got one going out here. There, how's that? So there you go, there's your little painting, and if you want to initial it or put your name on it so that everyone knows it's your painting, you can use paint, you can use a marker, you can just put your initials or your name, and then you're done. Okay, thank you for joining me. Remember, we have to start somewhere. We'll just get better and better as we go along. Okay, have a good day.